What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another Red Moto vlog. Today we are doing the first ride on the 2009 Yamaha R6. This is obviously not my first ride. I took a ride on it when I received a bike in Scottsdale, Arizona. Since then I've ridden it a couple times here and there. Took it up to Denton. That's where I did my walk around. Now this is not a walk around. I'm not gonna really stay here for that long. We're gonna get on the bike and we're gonna see how it does, and I'm gonna let you know what I think about the bike on the road. Now before we do that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the bike, its specs, and then we'll jump on it and we'll get the hell out of here. So the 2009 Yamaha R6 has a dual overhead cam, liquid cooled 4-stroke inline 4-cylinder engine. Its engine displacement is 599.4 cubic inches, and it gives about 122 brake horsepower at 14.5 RPM. So that's about it right there. I mean, that's its main spec. I'm not a fucking mechanic, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. Let's go take it for a ride. Just what I freaking need. 2 dump trucks in my way. 3 dump trucks in my way. I got dodging these freaking trash. You can tell the difference in the power band on this bike. At least when you're on the highway, it just gets up and goes. It's raining the entire day yesterday, but we're supposed to have freaking clear skies. And I really don't want to talk on the highway that long, but I just needed it to get the feel for it up on the highway. So the only bikes I've ever ridden were upright bikes. I have a 650. And when I took my MSF course, I did it on a Grom, and both of those bikes were pretty upright. This freaking riding style, man, it's just so damn aggressive, crazy aggressive. So just while we're here sitting at the light, man, let's see what these gauges have, right? So it's got the bright indicators, got the signal indicators. Looks like it has a reset button for the mileage. Got the mileage and the temperature of the bike and the RPMs. And you got the little digital speed right here with a clock. That's pretty cool. I didn't know, you know, even that far back in 2009 that they had all these stuff on the gauges. I thought it was just your speed, your RPM, and your signals, and that's about it. It even has a neutral indicator, so it tells you when you're in neutral. Now my 650 has freaking everything. It has everything besides the temperature gauge. It tells you what. It tells you what gear you're in. It tells you when you need to shift. Oh look, it even has a shift light in there. It tells you how much gas you have left, which this doesn't tell you how much gas you have left. It doesn't have a fuel gauge. It was funny because when I first got the bike, I was riding it like hell. I rode it for a whole day and didn't even realize that it didn't have a fuel gauge. I wasn't even paying attention. I was having so much fun. And for the past week, it's like we couldn't get a break from it until last weekend when I went down to the SBK ride, which I gotta tell you a funny story about that too. I went down, I got my GoPro set up on my new Shark helmet. Well, not new, but I got my GoPro set up and I set it up completely wrong. The camera was facing down the entire time during the entire SBK ride. It was so amazing, man. It was hot, it was warm, sun was out, all the bikers were out. And you don't understand if you're not a biker. So when the sun comes out, whoo, it just feels amazing. Happy, you're no longer depressed. You can ride. I remember on that day when the sun came out, man, I was so damn happy. I was happier than a damn land turtle making love. And the reason why I say land turtle is because I can't freaking pronounce that other word or whatever you call them. Tortoise. I was happier than the Wayans brothers breakdancing and white chicks. I was happier than Tom Cruise dancing in his freaking underwear in Top Gun. I was happier than Terry Crews dancing to whatever that song was in White Girl.
I love this song.
Another thing that this bike, or I can say about this bike, is that it doesn't have ABS, and I definitely feel the difference when it comes to trying to brake hard. The first time I hit the brakes real hard, the rear brakes real hard, I skidded. That's when I realized how ABS kind of helps you out a little bit. It is so easy to maneuver this bike though. I'm just not used to the size just yet. It's got this huge freaking gas tank. The pegs are way back as compared to the 650 that, you know, you feel like you're laying down on the tank most of the time when you're riding and obviously when you get up to top speeds. When you get up to top speeds, you're gonna want to lay on the bike. That's just how this bike is built. It's a race bike. A plus on that though is that when you're riding at high speeds on the highway and the way you're angled, the way you are on the bike, the wind definitely cuts through. Like you don't feel the wind slapping you in the chest like you do with the 650 or a cruiser or an FZ09 or anything like that, or any upright bikes where it's just like the wind is like slapping you. When you're going at high speeds on this bike, you're cutting through the damn wind. It's so hard to keep this bike under the speed limit. It is a challenge keeping it at the speed limit or under the speed limit, because it just wants to go on any gear. Once it kicks in, it just wants to go. It would make an awesome track bike. I'm not saying that it's not good for city riding, because I love it, you know, because it's not like I could imagine, right? Like I could imagine people riding around in a 1000 in the city, because this 600, I mean, with the crazy amount of power it has, is way more than enough for city riding. Way more than enough for city riding. And could you imagine a 1000? What else about the bike? These mirrors don't really do nothing. I honestly think it does a little bit better than having bar and mirrors, because I wouldn't even see bar and mirrors. I mean, I don't even see my my handlebars when I'm riding. How the hell am I supposed to see bar and mirrors? You're gonna have to kind of lean to look at it, right? Look at how big this tank is. Look at that. It's like 3 of my hands. It's crazy. It's the biggest gas tank I've ever seen on a motorcycle, or at least on a sport bike. With the gas tank being super large, you do feel like you're laying down on it. Oh crap. Lost it in first. I can't wait to take this bike to the track or take it up north of the DFW area. I've heard there's some pretty good riding spots up there. It's just that every time there's a ride, I'm always working. But that's about it, guys, for this first ride review of the R6. Hope you like it. Woo. Nothing beats that sound, man. Oh man, is it gonna rain? Anyways, that concludes it. I'm gonna hit this gym up real quick, get my gains on, and I'll see you guys on the next one. That's Kathy. She likes the bike.
Oh my goodness.
This is the bike I won. Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Getting out in the cold, you don't care.
It's not really that cold. Yeah, I mean, say 50s. I got this jacket on.
Yeah, but still. I mean, you got clothes on.
Yeah.
Like I don't have pants on. So the door's open, so Rock's in there, but
Okay.
so and
Whose bike is this?
it's one of Rock's clients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bearded guy.
Okay.
So,
He probably does a lot of wheelies on that. All right, cool. See ya.